Greetings fellow YouTubers, wild campers, bushcrafters, PAC Outdoors here. My name's Paul and I'd like to introduce you to Chester the cat, who's making good use of my kneeling pad. I'm going to do a rapid video now of my kit that I'm taking on an all-nighter with a good friend of mine this coming Sunday. So without further ado, I'm going to take you through it because I'm conscious that my memory on my memory card on my phone is very low. So starting off with my sleep system, I have my Snugpack sleeping bag. It's a Snugpack Softy Autumn 3 season, and I use that to cocoon my hammock, my DB frontline hammock, which is my favourite way of sleeping when I'm wild camping and bushcrafting. Also, the versatility of the sleeping bag enables me to use it inside this British Army Gore-Tex bivy bag, which is great. I also use my 3/4 thermarest inside the bivy bag and inside the sleeping bag. I have a £1 pillow that I bought from Tesco's, which is really good, an inflatable pillow, and all of that goes inside this dry bag, this green dry bag. I have a ground sheet which is 2 meters by 2 meters, which I use underneath my hammock, underneath my bivy, because I prefer to keep things as clean as I can. And I also have my tarp, my DB 3x3 tarp, which I obviously have over top of my hammock or my bivy bag sleep system. I can also configure this tarp using these walking poles into a number of different tent configurations, so it gives me the versatility to sleep in shelter that way as well. Moving on quickly to hydration and water systems, I have a 3 litre British Army Camelback system there, which will clip onto the side of my Bergen there, and I can also then replace the side pocket over top of it, so that gives me a lot of versatility. So I'm going to take 3 litres of water in that to use when on the campsite, in the wood I should say. I've also got a 10 litre back up there, which I'll half fill with probably 5 litres of water, giving me 8 litres in total. I've got, if we need additional water, I've got a water filter, a sawyers water filter system, which I can use to help purify with the aid of boiling additional water if necessary, although I am going to look into getting a carbon-based filter as well to add to this, to make it a little bit more reliable, should I say. So it will give me an all-round coverage when it comes to water purification. I've got a small towel for obvious reasons, and a tea towel for washing up pots and drying pots rather. Moving on quickly, sorry it's so rapid, I have food wise 2 oatmeals, porridge oatmeals, trail mix to graze on nuts and dried fruit and other bits and pieces in there, which gives you a slow release as you graze throughout the day, so your energy levels aren't up and down, which I like. I have a Mountain House chili con carne dehydrated meal there, which I can add water to. That'll go into the red bag. My food will go into there, and Nick, my buddy that's coming with me, is bringing eggs, tomatoes and mushrooms for making omelettes, and we'll probably take some potatoes and some black pig there, coming for some sultanas, bless him. Hello mate. He's going to bring I'll be taking some foil, and we'll take a few potatoes so we can do baked potatoes in the fire, because we're going to have an open fire. We're allowed to do that at this site, which is great. But just in case that changes, I've got my wood gas stove there to use, so covering that possibility, which I don't think will be necessary. My brew kit is in here. There's tea bags, coffee, honey, because I don't take sugar, powdered milk in there, 2 plastic plates for eating off, my not exactly necessary, you can eat out of mugs and so forth, but 2 plastic plates to take. Clothing, I've got Craghoppers compressed light pack-away jacket there, thermal jacket, which I can use generally around camp when out walking for extra warmth, another layer. And it's also good if you need an extra layer when sleeping at night. You can put this on, and that helps to keep you warm as well if necessary. I have a spare pair of Craghopper, as well as what I'm going to be wearing. I'm going to be wearing a pair of Craghopper walking trousers into camp, a long sleeve top and a micro fleece, as well as my socks obviously, and walking boots. I've got a spare pair of Craghopper kiwi trousers, waterproof gloves just in case I need them, a thermal hat to keep me warm at night, spare pair of socks, a pair of dodgy pants there, spare pair, thermal bottoms, thermal top base layer as well, and a spare micro fleece. And this is my waterproof Berghouse coat. That will all go into this green dry bag, and I'm taking gaiters as well, because when we go up onto the Longmynd for a walk on Monday morning / afternoon, if it's wet, long grass, etc., I've got those. This is a glove that I use just to put pots on and take them off the fire again so they don't get burnt. I have a small bag there, plastic bag, to put dirty clothing in, used clothing. Keep that separate. Quickly moving on. Sharpies, I have my bill hook, which I use to process wood. I really like that, prefer it to an axe. I have the well-known Backer Laplander saw, folding saw. I've got a more Bushcraft knife, which I love. A metal trowel for clearing off areas of woodland floor, for situating an open fire on there, and also for digging holes, latrines, etc. I have a rubbish bag and nappy bags there for hygiene and for general rubbish. A pouch of cord, paracord, and stretchy bungee cord in there to back up what I've got in the attached to the tarp, and my hammock. I have a homemade candle lamp with a tea light in there, which hangs from a branch, a twig, whatever, ridgeline, and it's just a tea light inside a cut down top of a plastic milk container, and the bottom part of the milk container just goes over the top to keep it tidy. I've got gaffer tape for general purpose repairs and other things. The chest of the cat is lying on my foam kneeling pad, sitting pad, which I've cut off a foam sleep mat. Quickly moving on, everything's going to go into my 45 litre Bergen, British Army Desert DPM Bergen, or Field Pack I think is the correct term. I've got 2 rocket pouches on the side which take it up to about 70 litres. I've got my British Army DPM rain cover, waterproof rain cover to go on top of it. In the lid, bottom and top, I have compass, a headlamp, spare set of waterproof bottoms. I've got a waterproof pair of bottoms there which I forgot to show you, sorry. Spare gloves. I've got a sew kit, a few other little items in there. The cook system I'm taking is in my Condor H2O pouch, which I've done a video on already. There's a metal nesting system which consists of a 32-ounce Nalgene stainless steel bottle which nests into the Stanley cook pot, which then nests into the Tonka stainless steel mug. So I can cook with those on the open fire in the coals. I can boil water, purify water with that. I've got a 4-pound Chinese gas burner and a gas cartridge in there that I can use. My fire steel's in there and tinder in there as well, which I'll also be taking this Condor pouch with me when I go with Nick on our walk up to the Longmynd, or on the Longmynd, and I'll be using the 25 litre Boulder rucksack for going for the walk, my little day sack. I have my wash kit here in this Osprey Molle pouch, which just mollies onto the Field Pack, and I've got hand and face wipes in there. I've got a little collapsible bowl and other bits and pieces in there, toilet paper as well, obviously something you can't go without, and my first aid kit is in here as well. On the other side is the condom pouch, the basic bits and pieces in there. So that is my total carry. It will all go into here. I've already used this stuff before, and I may do a follow-up video which shows it all packed into the Bergen, and I'll give you an idea of what it all weighs. It's not lightweight, but that's something I may do as a follow-up, and I may also, as a follow-up, look at a review of all the kit, what we used, what we didn't, because I'll also be carrying sort of duplicates of some of these bits for Nick to use. So yes, thank you very much, thank you for watching. I look forward to uploading further videos in the near future. I look forward to watching more of yours, so thank you very much. Until next time. Hello and welcome back. There is my 45 litre British Army Field Pack with the two rocket pouches on either side, and they're both full, so that's taking me up to about 70 litres of capacity there. And just below you can see Chester the cat still snoozing in the sun, bless him, on my British Army DPM rucksack waterproof cover. There is one extra item that I didn't show you previously when I showed you my loadout, and underneath the hood strap down is my foam backed aluminium sort of thermal insulation, which goes underneath or in between the layers on my frontline hammock, and it's very lightweight, weighs literally 0 grams and ounces, and that's now there. I forgot to mention that. So without further ado, I will just cut away. I'll put the pack on. Well, I'll weigh it. Sorry, I'll put the pack on first and I'll weigh it. And I do know it's going to be very heavy. Okay, well, as you can see, I've got the pack on. It's quite weighty, but very comfortable. There's no stomach strap on this 45 litre British Army Field Pack, but it is well balanced. It's full. 2 side pouches, as you can see either side. Camelback fitted against the side of the Bergen, in between the rocket pouch, which is zipped on, and the Bergen itself. So there's 3 litres of water in the Camelback, so that's 3 kilograms of weight in effect. And I've strapped the Camelback hose, hydration hose, up through the first piece of webbing that's on the shoulder strap. As you can see, it comes through there and just hangs there. Some people clip it further, but I find it's nice and convenient to have it hanging there. It's not really a problem. One thing to be aware of when you there's another cat. One thing to be aware of when you fit a Camelback to the side of your Bergen, you either need to be sort of careful not to overfill the Camelback or the side pouch, because it's very difficult then to zip the side pockets, the side pouches back onto the side of the Bergen. But they're very secure now, and that gives me the capability of obviously carrying water with a fully loaded pack. I wouldn't want to carry this very far though, as we're only going on a 1-night excursion. It's going to be a case of a little half-a-mile jaunt from the car to where we're going to be camping, and then this equipment will be staying in our base camp, and then we'll be taking a day bag out for our walk on the Monday up to the Long Min. So if I was going to be doing any serious amount of walking, I would seriously need to scale all of this down. So I'm just going to weigh everything. I have a feeling it's going to be quite weighty. the scales. Lifting it up off the ground, we have 23 kilos, which is 50 pounds, so quite weighty. There's not been really a lot of skimping involved there. There's one day's food, 3 litres of water. I will carry additional water into our camp as well. And what I will do when we've returned, I'll do some footage of our little boys around the fire having a bit of fun, and show you some of that. And I'll also do a review of the kit that we used. I'm taking a duplicate of some of my sleeping system from my friend Nick for him to use. He's never hammocked before. He's going to give that a try, and we'll review the kit we've used, stuff we sort of didn't use, stuff we may not need again, and improvements that we could make, and maybe even lighten the load. So once again, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.